Hi everybody. Welcome to Raising Siphosethu. Okay, this is not a planned video, but I just thought let me do this one video. And it's inspired by a question that I got from one of our viewers on this channel. And a lot of the times, people will, when they see you with a child that has a disability, they will make certain assumptions, ne? And but some people would want to ask questions, you know, and I prefer people that ask questions, you know, and I know that people sometimes are scared to ask questions. They'll rather just make assumptions and move on with their lives rather than ask you questions. And if someone asks a questions, at least they get to learn and they get to understand you and they get to understand your experience. And I feel like in raising kids with special needs or with disabilities, a lot of the times you don't necessarily get questions, but you get a lot of people that make assumptions about your situation. So when someone asks a question, sometimes questions are comfortable, sometimes they're not, but I always prefer a question than an assumption. So that's why I appreciated that this one viewer asked this one question. So I always tell a story of how, when I talk about my kids and how they were born, I always talk about the fact that because I have three kids, it's Lungisa, Amandla, and Siphosethu. Siphosethu is our last born. I always talk about how after a boy, I really honestly considered tying my tubes. But then I was young at the time. I was like 27 because I had Lungi at 20, when I was 25, and then I had a boy at 27. And I mean, people just thought it wasn't a good idea and stuff, and they thought, maybe I will regret it later on. So I decided to not do it at the time, and then I was supposed to 4 years later. Okay, so I guess people always have this question of, since I thought about getting my tubes tied right after Amandla, and then I heard Siphosethu, and then since Siphosethu has the condition that she has, that I would probably regret not tying my tubes, you know. But the I don't know how to explain to you guys, but I'm gonna try and explain it. For an example, all three of my kids were never planned. None of them were planned. Lungisa was not planned. I was like old enough to have kids. I was working at the time. Um, you know, I wasn't married, but I mean I could have kids if I wanted to have kids, but they were not planned. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that they were planned. They were not planned. You know. And for all of them, there is something that I could have done to prevent being pregnant, but I did not. The evidence is they are here, you know. I could have taken that pill on the dates that I was supposed to take the pill. Maybe I didn't, and Lungi came. The same thing with boy, I could have used protection and I didn't. That's why he's here, because he wouldn't be here if I did everything that I was supposed to do so that he doesn't come. So all of them were not planned, but all of them are here. But the question of, do I regret not taking that pill with Ulungi so that she does not come? I'm never gonna get that question, you know. Even with boy, nobody's ever gonna ask me, or nobody ever asks you, do you regret not using protection since your boy now is here? You're never gonna get that question. But since with Sipho, she came because obviously I did not get my tubes tied, but I also did not use any of the other prevention methods that I didn't use with Lung and I didn't use with boy. Whichever day that I didn't use them, It's the same situation, but with Sipho, I'm always gonna get that question: do I not regret it? You know, and I guess it's because uh, of her condition. People, when people look at you with a child with disabilities, they look at the physical. You know, that's all that they see. They look at the physical. They're looking at the how much work it goes into it, the lifting, the pushing of the wheelchair, the feeding, um, all of the stuff that you have to do. And I cannot blame them because obviously that is all that they see unless they're in the situation as a mom. They are a mom of the child with special need. It is hard for them to understand. The existence kaSiphosethu for me is no different than existence kaLungi no Amandla. No, their existence to me, it's exactly the same. They were all not planned, but I do not regret not using whatever it is that I was supposed to be using at the time so that they don't come. I don't regret that I didn't use them because they're here. I'm as grateful to have all of them as just I'm equally grateful to have all of them, regardless of Sipho's condition. Now, in addition to just being a parent to Sipho, only a parent of a child with special needs or with some kind of a disability will be able maybe to understand how much um, you grow when you are having that parenting experience. I cannot even explain how much you grow as a soul. Not, I'm not talking about physical. Of course, physically you grow because being a parent ages you. As a mom, it ages you. Being a mom ages you, but as a soul, it grows you. It's a different kind of experience. It's still parenting, but it's a different kind of parenting. I never knew how much I was capable of as a person until I had to raise Siphosethu. When I call this channel Raising Siphosethu, it has a deeper meaning than just raising Siphosethu. I never thought that I could be capable of being able to do as much as I am able to do with Siphosethu. To be the person that is responsible to make sure that you bring out that smile kusipho sethu and see that smile come out. For other people, they don't understand how much it takes for her to always have that smile. To be a parent that understands it and understands how much it takes as a person, only you would understand how much it grows you as a person. If I was just raising Ulungi no Amandla, it's normal teenagehood now. They're almost out of their teenage years. Lungi is 18 now, and then boy is like 14, and there wasn't also Usiposes who's also about to 10 is gonna turn 13 next year, and then on top of that we are dealing with special needs. If I was just having a normal parenting experience, guys, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. The person that you see today, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I was given the task of raising Osiposet, and that task has forced me to grow as a person. My soul would be very immature if I wasn't raising Osiposetu, because raising Osiposetu has matured me. I understand life so much better than I would or I did before Siphosethu came into my life. So when I think about my life without her, I don't even know where I would be, guys. I feel like part of my life's purpose, even things that I do, even starting a YouTube channel and pursuing my dreams in other aspects, raising Siphosethu for some reason has pushed me to even do those things, to even get in those spaces that I even never thought to get into. It raises you as a person. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like only the mom of a child or a parent of a child with special needs or with disabilities will understand what I'm saying. There is something that you grow. It's like your growth is like tripled. But on obviously it's an internal growth. So people don't say it's all they see is the outside, is the work, is the physical work. But I don't know how to explain to you the internal work that happens within you when you are the person that has been given this responsibility to take care of a child, and how lucky you are as a human being to get to walk that experience. So would I ever be thinking um I should have tied my shoes? Absolutely, that would have been the saddest thing to happen in my life journey, for me to tie my shoes just before Siphosethu, because then I wouldn't be walking this journey that I'm walking right now, which is like the one journey that I feel like I am meant to walk. So what would I be doing with my life if she wasn't around? If I tied my shoes and she wasn't around, how meaningless would my life be? Because I feel like it completes us even as a family, all of us as a family. And so no, I never feel like I should have tied my tubes, the same way that I never feel like maybe I should have used the condom so Amanda didn't come, or I should have used the pills so Ulungi didn't come. I never feel any of that about any of my children, because for each of them I have walked a journey in parenthood that I really appreciate, that has grown me. But when people think that for Siphosethu it must be something different, it is not something different. And I think that that applies a lot with parents of special needs. I don't think that any of the parents would sit down and say, I wish I didn't. But then again, our journey is not the same, you guys. So no, I do not regret. I do not regret having Siphosethu. Even her condition, you guys, is like it's life's journey. There's things that are just your journey in life. This is your life's purpose. You have to figure out how you fit in and how you fit it into your life, and you have to move on with your life. And if you spend your life rejecting and regretting, you might just be regretting the very thing that has led you into your life's purpose. Accept the situation that is, so that you can walk the journey. Accept that you're walking that journey, because if you don't accept it, then you're gonna miss all of the lessons, and then everything is just gonna be pointless. You might be walking in your purpose right now and you don't see it, because all you are stuck in, you are thinking, I should have taken that pill, I should have used protection, I should, but your child is here, and you are supposed to be walking that journey right here and learning all the things that you're supposed to learn throughout the journey, but you're not even getting the lessons throughout the journey because you're busy regretting that you didn't tie your shoes. So no, you guys, I do not regret it. I always tell that story because really it is true. After Amanda, I did want to tie my shoes and I didn't, and Siphosethu came, and I am so happy that she did. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Please like the video before Mpumegyo na.